Yeah, the Eldrazi prison's right there. And I already started actually attempting to fight some of the end bosses here. So we're already like 2 out of 6 done at this point. Is there anyone here? No, this is one I've defeated already. As I was saying earlier, I've done 2 out of 6 Eldrazi Titans. Oh, I guess I'll go, yeah, far left next. The horrific Eldrazi aberration before you was surrounded by hundreds upon hundreds of writhing scions, spawn, and other lesser Eldrazi. Each individually somewhat small. You've seen what the creatures are capable of regardless of their size, and the sheer number that now face you is more than a little intimidating. Yeah, hear me out. We're still going to be playing Narset, Enlightened Master. This deck has performed much better than what I was first expecting. I mean, especially for a commander that you need to spend like 6 mana to cast it. And the deck also, ideally, yeah, you want to cast these spells for free, but you actually have to have them in the deck, and these could possibly just start cluttering up your hand. You play some of the biggest, like, best non-creature spells in your collection that are actually in Narset's colors. But there's the risk of you getting stuck with these in your hand, and thus not really be able to do a whole lot. Oh, I have 2 Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger? I'll sell one of them. Oh, dig through time. Should maybe just play this regardless. I'm sure I had some other, like, really good spells I might want to try and just cheat out for free. Draw 4 cards or do 4 damage to each creature in Planeswalker. Interesting. Yeah, including my creatures, of course. I'll also sell back one of the Twin Flame Tyrants. We don't need 2 of that either. Oh, Armageddon. Could totally play Armageddon as well. And I think I'm seeing enough, like, big creatures. I'm seeing enough, like, big Eldrazi creatures that I'd be more than happy to just give my opponent a 3/3 flyer if it means taking their best creature. Yeah, I see a lot of big creatures later on in the game, so Gilded Drake, that could come in clutch. I'm thinking maybe I'll just cut Flame Slash here. I'll sideline that as well. Not seeing both artifacts and enchantments most of the time that I want to get rid of. Usually I'm just only seeing, like, artifacts, and then I'll only be getting rid of, like, 1 artifact for 2 mana. That's not that exciting. And yeah, only an artifact. Assuming my opponents don't really play that many enchantments, so that's not going to be very exciting now, is it? Buzzy, you have to understand, I'm in the final dungeon here. Yeah, this is like Vigilant Sarah's recent, like, Realm of Legends adventure mode. I'm in the final dungeon. We're like 4 bosses away from like completing the game. Unless I want to go keep playing and fight every legend, or as many as I feel like before I just really get bored. So yeah, pressure. There's still batch hunting to do, and honestly, I think next time I do jump back on the pressure, I'm probably gonna do at least 1 or 2 more 400% modifier runs. Alright, now we need to figure out what the hell this is that I'm playing against here. Azlask. Whenever this or another colorless creature you control dies, get an experience counter, and then pay Uber to give creatures +X+X, where X is the number of experience counters you have. Scions and small you control gain an indestructible and annihilator 1 till end of turn. Okay, got it. Yeah, that was quite a bit to read. That was quite a bit to take in. Definitely gonna keep the spot removal for 1 mana. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Let's ponder. And 2 lands and a treasure cruise I'm looking at. I'll shuffle the library at this point. Oh, okay. See if this blocks. No blocks. I'll take 3, but that's fine. So here we can make... This turn I could make 5 mana. Could make up to 5 this turn. Next turn I'll play Fiery Islet, and then I'll have 6. Yeah, getting to draw all these extra cards early is really helping me. Evoke. Search a library for a colorless creature card, reveal it, put it into your hand. Emrakul the Promised, and that's the one that lets my opponent just take my next turn for me. I believe that's the one that lets them play my turn. Yeah, but if I play Narset now, then that's about... I can still give my shit indestructible for 0 mana, because I have Narset out now. Oh, no blocks. Anti-causal Vestige? For 6, right? That does something when it leaves the battlefield? Okay, understood. Oh, Skull Clamp attached to... So also when that dies, he's gonna draw 2 cards, my opponent. Because Skull Clamp... Glacial Fortress. Okay, I could just totally give her indestructible. Well, I'm putting Time Stretch on top of my deck here. So yeah, I get to cast this for free. Oh, and I could also just destroy all lands, too. Ideally, I want to get this off the field first. I'd rather have that off the field first things first. If I do split up, that kills all the untapped creatures. I'm just worried about Anti-Causal Vestige more so than anything else. Gamble? Path to Exile, which we did not discard, so cast it. I'll get 2 more extra turns, and then I'll just destroy all the lands. Anything in here that I might have exiled I could cast for free? No, it's just mostly land, so nothing really. Let's do this again now. Draw even more cards. Play a bunch of stuff for free, because why not? Play a Talisman. Play a Wall of Omens. I'll just pass. Sure thing. I mean, yeah, my opponent's not really going to be casting anything. They don't have lands anymore. I'm not going to be casting that much either, because, yeah, I'm not the only one here. So we're going to discard 2 cards, yes. Play Mox Ruby. Because why the hell not? Let's attack with everything that can. We'll destroy the untapped creatures with Split Up. Now it's got no lands and no creatures. Well, except for this, but it's useless right now. No lands and almost no creatures, just what I like to see. Yeah, I should be free to attack with everything that can attack this turn. But no, I don't want to give my opponent the land right now. I mean, their creature's not really doing anything anyways. It's not even doing anything. Yep, this is precisely why I played the Armageddon. I'll just counter this with no more lies. Alright, let's draw 3 cards, and then... I guess also put some Lightning Greaves onto the battlefield, too. Lightning Greaves. Pass. Not too surprising, really. So yeah, he's down here. I'm just gonna escape Flage from the graveyard. And win that way. Yeah, Armageddon, don't sleep on that. Destroy all the lands. And then just render your opponent potentially unable to play any more spells. Especially if they play a lot of expensive creatures or non-creatures or whatnot. Yeah, especially if it's like a lot of stuff that typically needs a lot of mana to cast. If you've blown up all their lands, and then they just don't, like, rebuild. There's really nothing they can do if they just can't rebuild. Chrome Mox! Nice. We got a Chrome Mox. I'll take that. Vivian Reed. A really nice looking Emerald Medallion. Azlask, of course. Emrakul, the Promised End. All is dust. Each player sacrifices all colored permanents they control. Unless I'm playing a colorless deck, I'd probably not be in my best interest to run this. Or maybe if I could like produce a lot of mana or something. I mean, it's a colorless board wipe, so it could go into any deck. But yeah, it would be best in a colorless deck for damn sure. So that way you don't have to sacrifice anything. Each player chooses a color, then exile each permanent unless it's colorless or it's only the color. Or it's a single color and it's the color its controller chose. Okay, Battlefield Forge. Sowing Mica Spawn. I just cast this and then I can go get any land from my deck straight onto the battlefield. I do like the sound of that. Another Transformers robot. Phyrexian Obliterator. Discord Lord of Disharmony. At the beginning of your end step, choose a random non-land magic card name until your next step. Until your next end step, cast what? Is that a pony? Or a chimera? Is that a pony? Or is that from My Little Pony? Choose a random non-land magic card name. And then you can cast a copy of that spell with that name, and mana of any type can be spent to cast it. If you cast a spell this way, copy this ability if Discord is on the battlefield. So you just get to do it again and again. So you can just do that repeatedly until you run out of mana or you choose not to cast a random spell. Maybe you'll just randomly get something you don't want to play. Oh, what fun is there in making sense? Discord Lord of Disharmony. I don't know, this sounds like a... Yeah, it sounds like a My Little Pony character. Is this a My Little Pony character? Discord is the spirit of chaos and disharmony who once ruled over Equestria in a state of unrest and unhappiness until she ends. I don't know, yeah, I thought I heard that from My Little Pony somewhere. No, I wasn't looking for a brohoof. But it was like, yeah, this looks hella interesting. I gotta take a second read. So yeah, now there are 3 left. Massive Eldrazi, before you may not be one of the great titans, but between the overpowering magical energy it gives off in a strange alien cunning, you can somehow sense it possesses. You imagine it will be quite difficult to have any chance at defeating. It just looks like another big Phyrexian, honestly. At least I think it looks like a Phyrexian. So he starts with all this. Okay, that's just an equipment. It is consistently inconsistent. And then hit that Herald at the end. Colorless spells you cast with mana value 7 or greater cost 1 less to cast. Other colorless creatures you control get +1/+1. I don't know, it makes about perfect sense to me. Oh wow, this hand. Guess I'm still gonna try it. Oh, I should probably play a land first. We'll just do Ponder. Oh, okay. I like what I'm looking at here. Sol Ring, I'll play, and then Azoria Signet with the mana from the Sol Ring. I like what I'm looking at here. So we'll play, yeah, Sol Ring first things first. And then that gives me enough mana to also just slap an Azoria Signet onto the battlefield. And this can just force any attacking creature out of combat. Yeah, we'll do that. Never mind. Wasteland, destroy Maze of Ith. Never mind then. So I should definitely attempt to get rid of something here. Alright, the one that's giving all the colorless creatures like +1/+1 I'll take off the field. Counterspell and Brainstorm. Top card in my deck will be another land, sure. Pass. May cast colorless spells as though they had flash. So that would be basically all of his spells. Okay, I just gave him a free land, apparently. Go figure. I might have just enough mana to land a Narset right now, get that on the field. We have just enough to squeeze that out. Pass. Okay, that's just a Mind Stone. I'll let this hit me for 4. Ah, perfect. Put this and this on top of the deck. Attack. And now I'm playing a Time Stretch and a Time Warp for free. So yeah, the extra turns are cumulative, so just like that I get 3 extra turns in a row. That's gonna be gone too. I guess let's play some more stuff while we're at it. Because why not? Let's play a few more things. That's my first extra turn. I'll still have 2 more. I guess in case the first 2 are not enough. I already have my commander out, but anyways, I guess. Why the hell not? I guess we'll play the Jeweled Lotus for free anyways. I'll stock up. Grabbing, let's see. I don't really need that in my hand. I'd rather it be on the top of my deck, if anything. So yeah, Expropriate's just gonna go back in the deck. Okay. Just make whatever mana here. Play a Johnny. I'll take my second extra turn. Clearly I'm not going to need any board wipes with the rate I'm going. Yeah, no need to get my stuff indestructible. Alright, I'll just add another extra turn onto that. Take my 3rd turn in a row. I'll just get rid of the Cicada with Lightning Bolt. Again, make everything that can attack, attack. Anything good in here to play? Psionic Resonator. Armageddon. And now, yeah, I'm pretty much attacking into a completely empty board, and I'm taking, I think, my 4th turn here? Attacking into an entirely empty board. Free Spell Queller. I'll play a land. What else do we got in here? And then... sure. So I get a 5/5 dragon to go along with that. Alright. Do your worst, Zuladoc. Do your worst. Yeah, as expected. Alright, Dragon Token, you do the honor. Yeah, and we just... Not only did we take 4 turns in a row, we also just blew up all the lands, so by the time it finally did get back to my opponent, he couldn't play anything. Every non-basic land type. Oh, wow, okay. We'll hold on to this. Maybe if I want to just play all the Tron lands in one deck again. This is every non-basic land type, so... Yeah, I think just this by itself, and then Urza's Tower, and then just like that, the Urza's Tower is already tapping for 3 mana. Not Seer. This can copy any artifact, creature, enchantment, or land. I think I already own a copy of this. That's the OG Sol Ring. Eye of Ugin, wow, okay. Enduring Tenacity, I have this already. I'm pretty sure I do. Also, yeah, Marsh Flats. So that's just 2 more to go, right? Something about the three pigs. And now there remain 2. Who's in this portal? Kozilek. Okay, he's just as big as Ulamog. Pixelated, like, 100 times the size of my character, Kozilek. Colorless spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast a creature spell with mana value 4, 5, or 6, create 2 Eldrazi spawn tokens. Whenever you cast a creature spell with mana value 7 or greater, draw 3 cards. Start with this, and also start with that. Let's see my opening hand. Oh boy. 1 land. Worst case scenario, I just gamble for another land. If I need to just wipe the board of creatures, Blasphemous Act could come in clutch. Unless I discard it. Trying to go get a land here. I discarded the Remand. Anyways. Jeweled Lotus. Mana Vault! This makes 3 mana, this makes 3 mana. Yeah, we might be seeing this as early as turn 2 or 3 at the rate we're going. Oh wait, this can't make any mana. He doesn't have 5 lands. If you have fewer than 7 cards in hand when you cast a spell, draw cards equal to the difference. Even if I, like, counter it, he's still gonna get to draw some cards. I need to just get my things on the battlefield. Alright, this is just getting worse. I mean, at least I get a free swing and I can just draw 2 cards. I get a free attack. Ponder. I'll get 1 land, and then the other 2 cards are not lands. Alright, I think I just drew into something even worse. have to wait till my next turn to play my next land. This is just not gonna do. I actually can't even play anything in my hand right now. I can't even play anything. Permanent's coming to play tapped. Alright, just what I needed. All my stuff coming in tapped. And I have, like, yeah, pretty much absolutely nothing going, because I saw, like, 3 lands all game. Yeah, we saw, like, 3 lands that entire game. Plus a Signet, and then one of my 3 lands got blown up by a Wasteland, just to make things even worse. So yeah, just like that, we're already down 1 game. And it was almost entirely out of my control. Artifact spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get a free swing. So I get to draw 2 cards. What is that? Okay, it's basically Sol Ring, but you gotta wait 3 turns for it. Understood. Each player looks at the top, reveals... Okay, both of us? I'm gonna get a card into my hand as well? Sure, let's let that resolve. Might as well just use that source of plowshares he gave me for free. Alright, we got all our dual lands out. What can we do with that? Well, I guess dig a bit deeper into our deck. Okay, interesting. Obviously untap the lands again. I'll just get Foundry and Spectre off the field. And discard something, because of course we must. Yeah, these are all good cards. I'll keep 1 land for next turn. Activated abilities of creatures and artifacts can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Activated abilities? Do I have anything that I thus won't be able to use? Okay, Shorakai is useless until I get this off the field. That makes Shorakai worthless. Until that gets off the field. So yeah, I guess now we're back down to 3 lands. We'll have 2 more lands for next turn, I guess. One of which doesn't even make mana by itself. Yeah, something's gotta go. Well, I can't use the abilities of Shorakai with Damping Matrix on the field, so yeah, that should be obvious enough we need to get rid of. Nothing? Oh wow, nothing. Ponder. 2 lands and a Brazen Borrower. Put Ulamog the Defiler in its owner's hand. Okay. I guess during the end step, I'll just put... If I put this back, then he has to just wait like 3 more turns to like... And I'm pretty sure I can play around Damping Matrix. Has to wait 3 more turns to get that Soul Talisman back onto the field. Yeah, I guess I'm all for just making him wait more. Keep some mana up for a No More Lies. Kozilek, the Great Distortion. He's still got to draw. Oh, never mind. He had plenty of mana to spare. So yeah, now he's got a 7-card hand. I'm gonna just hope one of those 7 cards in his hand does not have converted mana cost 5. Okay, we lucked out. I don't think a single one of those had mana value 5, if he just did nothing to stop this. Yep, now I got, like, Kozilek the Great Distortion to do whatever with. Now I have a copy of it. Mock Sapphire. Pass. All is dust. Sacrifice all colored permanents. Non-artifact spells cost 1 more to cast. Alright, so yeah, there's suddenly a lot of ramp on my opponent's field. Like, a lot of it. And then, yeah, this is just gonna be annoying, isn't it? Yeah, non-artifact spells, so basically everything I play costs 1 more to play. Spent 7 mana on this. I'll just attack. That's 12 damage. So I exile half my library. That's 10 mana. I don't have anything in my hand that costs 10. 14. Maze of Eth. Mystical Tutor. Let's see what I can go get here. Okay, Time Stretch is still in my deck. Now it's on top of my deck. So Annihilator 7, if it ever gets a chance to attack. Oh, Damping Matrix prevents me from using this. Well, I can still get 1 Narset attack trigger. Getting Time Stretch, at the very least, guaranteed. Okay, sacrifice 2 permanents. Since I can't even use Strionic Resonator, I'll sacrifice it. And now I get 2 more turns. If I want to do anything else, I guess now would be the time to do it. Not able to... I don't think I have 10 mana to just drop one of these. Unfortunately, I don't think I have that. when to stay on the battlefield. Yeah, I'm gonna use Phantasmal Image to make a cat die to transform a Johnny into his Planeswalker form. Gonna use Phantasmal Image to get the death trigger, that's hilarious. So we have 27 cards left in our deck here. So we can now play... Oh, Temporal Mastery. So I have yet another extra turn. Failed to find a land to fetch into with Bloodstained Mire. I'm gonna take yet another extra turn. I'll just steal the illusion token. Whatever. What's in here that I can maybe play now, if anything? A Mox Ruby. And I can just win the game this turn. Alright, on to game 3. 2 lands. Careful Study, Ancestral Recall. Top card of my deck is also a land. Swan Song, Skyclave. Unfortunately, this in the opening hand. We got some good stuff in here. This is some good stuff, and this is some good stuff in here. Well, of course, Kozilek is going first, and now. Okay, I can't counter any Eldrazi, basically. Alright, my counter spells are gonna be moot then. Mana Crypt. Lose only 1 life to an unblocked creature. I'm just thinking how I want to go and approach this here. I'll Surveil. I'll just immediately get met with a Strip Mine. Yeah, putting me a whole turn behind in terms of mana production. Okay, I still got to draw at least 1 card, still. Still at least got to draw something. I'll throw those 2 out. Wasteland 2? It's bad enough I get Strip Mined on the first turn, then I get hit with Wasteland on the second. So I'm still stuck on 1 mana. Not able to really play anything if it just keeps destroying my lands turn after turn. I honestly don't think I can play anything. And if he keeps doing that, I won't be able to ever cast anything. I'm just looking for something even better to get me out of this situation. If I can find it, I'm not really finding it. Yeah, I do have plenty of lands, it's just... actually playing them is going to be a problem. If they keep getting blown up. At least he's not doing much else besides just blowing up my lands every turn. At least for now, it doesn't seem like he's doing anything else. It took me like 5 turns just to play something that I can normally play turn 3. And yeah, look at us on 10 life here. Four. 3. Probably just gonna have to actually hide behind my creatures at this rate. Like, no kidding. I have to block both of these. Non-negotiable. And now I gotta deal with that. Okay, yeah, so I'm at 3 life. I gotta hope this works. Okay, it did work. I'm still at 2 life. Eventually, I won't even be able to tap this for mana anymore because I won't have any life to spare. Yeah, that force field, not to mention, that is gonna buy him a lot of time here. Now I don't even know where all this stuff is coming from exactly. I mean, if I just play Blasphemous Act, I guess that can at least blow up the board. But no, I think let's draw some cards first. She only lost 1 life again. Destroy all untapped creatures. Alright, that just came out of somewhere. If I don't pay 2 for each instant and sorcery I cast, my opponent gets to copy it. Alright. Oh, wait. I'm actually dead here. Oh, wait, I actually can't even survive that. Yeah, I didn't find, like, any, like, ramp. I didn't find any of my mana rocks to ramp me. And then, yeah, turn 1, Strip Mine. Turn 2, Wasteland. Of course I'm gonna just, like, get utterly demolished. Yeah, of course we're gonna lose. Yeah, if that's what I have to deal with, of course we're gonna be losing. All spells cost 1 more to cast. Really now? Pay 1 to cast the Mox Ruby. I mean, at least that should, in theory, slow him down a bit, too. Should. But yeah, it's also gonna really fuck with me as well. Paying 3 for this instead of 2. And yep, that's my entire turn. Strip Mine. I don't know, it just really feels like that's literally just glued to his hand at this point. Oh, I have to pay 1 mana for Mox Diamond. Of course. He's gonna pay 1 for Soul Talisman. Funny. Pay 1 for Mox Diamond. I know, right? Not even sure if we'll ever be casting Narset at this rate. At this rate, actually, I have no fucking clue. Yeah, unsurprisingly, I'm not able to play, like, more than 1 spell a turn. To no one's surprise, really, at this point. Kinda just, yeah, stuck playing a single card per turn here. Oh, okay. I mean, at least, yeah, he's also struggling to play. Oh, we got a miracle. We got a miracle here. Did spend a good chunk of mana just to take this extra turn, but anyways, we'll take it. Play some Lightning Greaves. How much mana do I still have? Okay, I have a decent amount. Anything in this pile, I'm gonna have to pay 1 mana to cast. I could still pay 1 mana for an extra turn, don't get me wrong. Jeweled Lotus. What else is in here? 2 creatures and 2 lands. Go figure. Counterspell. There's no way I can let that resolve. Oh hey, let's draw, yeah, 5 cards for one thing. Can I even cast anything? Spent pretty much all my mana on that Jeskai, yeah, that Inspiring Ultimatum, so I don't think so. Yeah, pretty much tapped out to do that shit, unfortunately. Anything in here I could play? No, not really. I was looking for something else that I could have played, but I didn't really... Yeah, I'm not gonna get it. Choose 5 cards to discard now. Alright, don't mind me, just discarding all my cards here. That betrays. I think it's in my best interest to counter this. Okay, so yeah, he's still drawing 3 cards no matter what happens to the spell. I'm gonna go in with just these 2. What did I exile this time? Oh, nice. So yeah, Kozilek picked money so I can steal for myself. I'm just gonna take the Kozilek's Unsealing. That way he doesn't just draw 3 cards every time he plays a big Eldrazi. Yeah, that way so that just stops. We'll put this eyeball onto the battlefield also while we're at it. Mystical Tutor. Time Stretch on top. Swords to Plowshares this token. Time Stretch. Cast it. For 1 mana, but still. That's close enough to being free. Cast Rite of the Dragon Caller. Attack with everything. Let's see what's exiled now. Frantic Search. Now let's untap my lands. Lightning Bolt to his face. How much mana do I still have? Mox Pearl? Yeah, we'll take another turn here. Play Armageddon. Destroy all lands. Because, yeah, the board looks like this. I don't need the lands anymore. Yeah, we don't need lands anymore. Not when my board looks like that. Now I gotta just pull this off again or something like it. Mox Sapphire and one single land. Oh boy. We can try it. Mishra's Workshop. Holy shit. Add 3 colorless to your mana pool, holy shit. Turn 1 Hedron Archive. Oh shit. Mishra's Workshop. Add 3 mana to your mana pool. Wow. Wall of Omens. Pass. Me pays 0. Oh, okay, we're probably gonna die here. Destroy target permanent with 1 or more colors. I don't see how we're gonna win at this point. Mox Pearl. Sacrifice Ring of Thune to play it. Flage will do 3 damage to this Planeswalker. Yeah, what am I supposed to do about this? And yeah, it's just that was my entire turn. Sphere of Resistance. Okay, that could be worse. Nah, it's still gonna be problematic, given my board state. Yeah, it's still gonna be pretty problematic given the board state I have. Let's try and get into a land. I need to stop missing my land drops here. I mean, especially since I'm also, yeah, stuck under a Sphere of Resistance. Oh, this is only, like, colorless spells from hand that can cost 0. Okay, so he can't just play the commander for free. Okay, maybe it's not that bad if his hand is mostly empty. But if he just simply casts this, it won't be empty for long. Just by casting that, it won't be empty anymore. Yeah, I'm getting sick and tired of being stuck under this. Get rid of it. Pass. Okay, Ulamog and Karn I gotta deal with. Indestructible. I could take an extra turn, right? Annihilator 4 when this attacks, oh my god. And indestructible, so it's not like split up is going to get me out of it either. I guess I can just draw my next card, and no, it's not gonna help. Okay, we're gonna actually keep Flage in there. Alright, pick 4 permanents to sacrifice. You sure I have to do 4? Yeah, this is probably non-negotiable. Anyways, I think we'll do... do that. Alright, now I have simply nothing on the board. Yeah, this one's a lost cause. But yeah, I still have Ulamog that's just gonna kill me. It's just gonna attack, and then I'm gonna lose over half my board. And then the next attack, I'll just lose all of it. Yeah, I think going first is gonna be a huge advantage here. For one thing. Oh boy. Time Stretch is probably just gonna go back into the deck. Keep. Let's do Volcanic Island. Sol Ring. Where is Talisman of Progress off the top? And then, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for now. So yeah, that's already 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if I play this, it'll be 5 mana. Turn 2. And then I could probably get Narset out turn 3 if I don't get met with land destruction. Plateau. Pass. I'll let it hit me. Karn the Great Creator. Activated abilities of artifacts your opponent's control can't be activated at this. Remand. Counter it. Goes back to his hand, but yeah, I don't want that to be on the field. So can I exert this? I believe I can. Yes. Oh wait, but this can just block and kill her. Alright, never mind. We'll just find a source of plowshares off the top of our deck and now we're good to go. We'll just find that within like the next 4 cards and then bingo. So let's discard... No, I want to keep Brainstorm. Maybe if I get like a really big spell stuck in my hand, I can just put it back on top with Brainstorm. Something like that. Now I have to just pass it back to him. So, I basically can't use my artifacts anymore until this goes away. I know I'm hitting an Inspired Ultimatum, which will cast. And that will kill off Karn the Great Creator. I'll draw 5 cards. Can I cast Armageddon, or am I a little short? I can cast Armageddon. Armageddon! Destroy all lands! Alright, let's leave the board pretty much completely empty. Now that I have a Narset that can just attack turn after turn and just play stuff for free off the top of the deck. Yeah, we are in prime position to just, yeah, play an Armageddon here. Prime position to drop one of those. Yeah, once I discard it, like 2 cards. I can just play Flash from Graveyard anyways. Yeah. He's pretty much stuck with no mana. Yeah, Kozilek plays a lot of big game-ending spells. He won't be getting to them. He will not be getting to them anymore. Copy this ability. What can I play now for free? Mox Pearl. Stock up. Time Warp, and I'll do Mox Sapphire to my hand. Play Mox Sapphire. Well, I just played an Armageddon to wipe the board, so... like, 2 turns ago, so not too surprising that I'm just a bit of mana short to play this. I'm like 1 mana off of being able to just cast a Time Warp. Was there anything else in here worth casting? No, not really. Alright, again, just like another, like, pretty much, like, yeah, turn where it did absolutely nothing. Time Warp. Strionic Resonator to copy this. What's in here? Azoria Signet. Fractured Identity, we'll just steal that for ourselves. And yeah, I get to take another turn. And now I get to draw 3 cards. So yeah, let's draw 3 from Treasure Cruise here. Brainstorm, we'll put Time Stretch on top. And... I guess land that I don't need. Copy the ability again. Play the Time Stretch for free, and whatever else we might have hit. Oh, and a Temporal Mastery. 3 more extra turns. I guess we'll also play a gamble. I mean, it's not like my opponent's gonna get another turn anymore at this point. Even if they do, like, what are they gonna cast? They have only 2 lands. I just hit them with the Armageddon. What are they gonna really do? Yeah, I just blew them the fuck out with Armageddon. What can we play in here now? Throw that back into his hand. Ancestral Recall, I'll just draw 3 cards, make another... Yeah, now every time I play an instant or sorcery, I'm gonna get a free dragon. Play a Mox Diamond. And here we also have a Ponder. Make another dragon. I'll draw that Mystical Tutor. We don't really need Glint Eye anymore. Clearly don't need him anymore. Discard 2 cards. Don't really think we need extra lands anymore either. Alright, once again, attack with everyone we have. If it wasn't going to be commander damage, it was going to be just lethal damage from all those dragons. And yep, that's how you do it. So yeah, 1 final boss remains. Huge hand size boost, but huge life penalty. Starting hand and maximum hand size +4. But I start with 10 less life if I put this on. We're missing 1 of the 6 keys to, like, end the playthrough. We gotta just beat up Emrakul to get it. If a player would begin an extra turn, that player skips that turn instead. Well, I'm not putting this in my current deck. What else is back here? Leonardo Sewer Samurai. You can cast a creature spell with power toughness 1 or less from your graveyard each turn. Oh, as many as you want. But then, like, if they would go to the graveyard, they get exiled instead. Alright, 1 Eldrazi Titan remains. Emrakul herself. You're overwhelmed by raw disgust and primal fear as you feel that you are only barely managing to resist your own flesh and mind being warped by your eldritch will. Emrakul's about as big as we'd expect. I mean, it's an Eldrazi Titan. So what does she start with on her field? Any Eldrazi creature spell with mana value 7 or greater, draw 2 cards for free. Okay, so that's the commander. I guess... yeah, I think if that resolves, it's game over. When you cast Emrakul, take an extra turn, and then can immediately attack with this, and then I lose 6 permanents. Yeah, I think if that hits the field, it's probably game over. Protection from all colored spells. Yeah, that's why I'm saying I think if she gets to cast Emrakul, it's over. I'm probably not going to beat that. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create an Eldrazi spawn. Oh, why does she get to go first? Anyways. Well, let's just see what we can do. Let's see what I can come up with. I'll kill the thing that just makes free... oh, crawl space? Maybe I should have killed this. Should probably get that off the field, too. Anything to stop her from just making a bunch of free Eldrazi spawn tokens. Anything to stop those from coming in. Black Lotus. Each creature you control gains protection from each color until end of turn. Does she still have the Lotus on the field? Okay, she still does. Protection from each color, you say. So yeah, this obviously puts her 3 turns ahead. I can't attack with more than 2 creatures each turn. Let's see what I draw. Let's see what I hit with Ponder. Okay. And then from there... pass. I'll kill the frog. I'll kill my own frog lizard. The world anew. Okay, this is the 12 mana Emrakul. I don't know why I didn't gain control of my creature though, but anyways. Anyways, yeah, that is still gonna be a problem. Yeah, we still have a problem here. I'm just like, yeah, realistically speaking, can we do anything? Can we realistically still do anything in this board state? I could slow down the card draw. I'll just kill this 3-2. Sure, I don't see why not. Desperately trying to slow my opponent down a bit. Can we exert this? I think we can. Okay, I can cast Narset and give her haste. Yeah, we're just gonna really hope we hit something good in the top 4 cards of our deck here. I'm guessing that's all we hit though, right? Yeah, I have to pass. What does this do? Okay, so you're saying I have another turn. And then another turn after that because I have Time Warp. Alright, so... Time Warp. Cast it. Definitely gonna play it here. Yeah, the fact that this is attacking means it can't block the next turn, so I'm free to attack. And maybe just hit some, like, game-warping instants and sorceries, or... yeah, hit some game-warping non-creature spells I can just play. I hit Stalk Up and I hit Frantic Search. We'll play both. So we'll do Treasure Cruise Brainstorm into hand? I think that makes about perfect sense. And then we'll do Frantic Search. Get another free dragon. Discard. Discard. Untap the lands. I think we still have this extra turn from Time Warp incoming as well. And then Brainstorm and Time Stretch together for that extra turn, which is just crazy to think about. Yeah, we still have the extra turn from Time Warp. I'm at 2 life. Brainstorm. Make another dragon. Temporal Mastery and Time Stretch on top. I'll attack. And then I can just go cast both. 3 more extra turns, and look at a lot of the dragons I have that can just attack on these extra turns. Yeah, this is it. Yep, that's gonna win me game 1. Yep, this ends game 1. Okay, this does target, so I wouldn't be able to target Emrakul. It wouldn't work. Don't believe we need lands anymore. With the board looking like this. Crawl space. I can only attack with 2 creatures at a time. I guess unless I remove that from the field, that is. We need to, like, pick 2 creatures to attack, because that's all we can do. Alright, Narset and a dragon. I could blow up all the lands. Yeah, I can make all these dragons, but if I can't get this off the field, then what? Let's just say I wasn't expecting to get crawl space slowing me down. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, the game would have been over like 2 turns ago had it not been for that. Anything in my graveyard that can probably just deal with it, or no? If I Snapcaster Mage into a gamble, then I get to search my deck again. Or just Snapcaster into a Time Warp and get another turn. Fractured Identity. Perfect. Exile a non-land permanent, and then make a copy of it for myself. Game over. And that's game 1. Wow. That was honestly a close one, and then I just started chaining extra turns, and then the game was just over once I started chaining turns. Glacial Fortress, Maze of Ith, Dwarven Ruins, a pathway. We'll try this. Oh my. Starting to think we're already outmatched. So this can make 3, 2, 3, that's 8 mana right there. 9, 11, 12? On turn 1! 12 mana on turn 1. Yeah, you heard that right. Plus whatever these might also be making. Yeah, you heard that right. 12 mana on the first turn. The best I'm gonna probably do is Dwarven Ruins tapped. Yeah, this is on turn. This was also cast on the second turn. That right there was turn 2. Best I can do is a Crashing Drawbridge, apparently. Now I won't even have that. Hexproof from each color, Annihilator too. I could kill maybe one of the... Nah, who am I kidding? I'm too far behind. Clearly, I'm much too far behind at this point. Oh, wow. Arena of Glory. But I don't have an island or a mountain. Yet. So no access to blue. Jeweled Lotus can make any color. This could exert, if I can pay red somewhere. That can make red. I'm just looking to see what my options are here. Gonna try and just play. Where'd the token come from? Where did the token come from? Oh, this. I'm doing literally nothing turns 1 and 2. But turn 3, on the other hand... Okay, now I got this in the way. So if I exert this, I'll make the red from that. Hopefully I hit something good here. I'm gonna lose my commander though. I got an extra turn. But what can I realistically do with it is the problem. Just one problem, what can we do with it? Not a whole lot of anything, actually. Sadly, not much of anything. Kinda need a Narset to stick around, but she didn't, so it's like, yeah. Copy every colorless spell for the rest of the game. I'm starting to think we're gonna be totally outmatched here. Starting to think we're gonna be completely outmatched. I still do not have any means of getting blue mana whatsoever. Now, if I had this Maze of Ith earlier, that would have been amazing. Can this not block? Oh, flying. That explains everything. Let me guess, exile all my stuff. Yeah, pretty much. Almost everything except for this. There's our island, better late than never. Oh, what do we even copy at this point? What is even worth trying to copy? What do I even bother copying at this point in the game? Yeah, any creature, but these are the only ones, and none of them are, like, super impactful. Gonna brainstorm. At this point, we're just kind of digging for answers here. If there's anything to dig for at all anymore. I don't believe I have any more blue mana anyways. Pass. Two of these. Two of these. Alright, we can delve 7 cards. No, really, what am I supposed to even do here? No, I don't have mana for this. Who am I kidding? I don't have mana for that. I don't have enough to replay Narset either. Nah, who am I kidding? Don't believe I have anything. Two extra turns? Two crawl spaces, not like it matters. I don't even have any creatures, so to speak. Annihilator 6. Oh, twice. And just like that, my board is gone. And so am I. Might actually have to make a few adjustments to the deck at this rate. I might need to take a second look at all my lands here. There's Blacker Lotus to also just jump like 4 turns ahead. I'm thinking maybe now is finally the time to consider it. Anything that I think might be too slow, I'll just cut. I don't even know what maybe I'll kill some of the small Eldrazi with a Lightning Bolt. Other than that, like, what does Lightning Bolt can even do at this point in the game? What will a Lightning Bolt even do at this stage in the game now? Do I have any more, like, really good instants? Like, as soon as we attack, the cards get exiled and then I can just play them immediately? Any good instants to just play against her? Yeah, problem is, she's not playing anything blue. Counter an artifact or enchantment spell. Maybe there's a few of those to go around I want to hit. Thinking if I want to run this. I can give something hexproof and indestructible for 1 mana at instant speed. That's going to be useless against the colorless matchup. That's probably going to be no help. Yeah, I'm already playing Path to Exile, that's the thing. And Swords to Plowshares. Silence, opponents can't cast spells this turn. Can make Emrakul literally go a single turn without playing a spell. There's several Magic the Gathering games, in fact. I'm just playing like a free open source one, made by fans for fans. What is that gonna do? Tithe. I want something like really good in here. Protection from artifacts or the color of my choice. Against the colorless deck? No thanks, it's not gonna work. Give my stuff indestructible or double strike, do 4 damage to something. Cyclonic Rift. I'm thinking about it. Three damage to any target and gain 3 life. I already run Mana Drain. Yeah, Buzzy likes pressure, and so do I. Exile a non-token creature. I can just give them a 1/1 fish that's not really going to do much of anything if I don't want the creature to come back at all. Alright, Parting Gust it is. 2 mana, like exile something, still not too shabby. We'll play it. Exile target creature's controller manifests the top card of their library. Destroy target creature with power or toughness 4 or greater. Interesting. Chaos Warp. I don't want to, like, potentially give my opponent an even better permanent than whatever I shuffle away. Teferi's Protection, make everything I control phase out, and then my life total can't change. Teferi's Protection. I'm thinking about it. I also want to play the Dig Through Time. Just a good card all around. Do I have any more good sorceries worth playing? I guess just to get through my deck a bit faster. Don't have any equipments I really want to grab. Board wipe if we need it. Show and tell. Destroy all artifacts. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Emrakul is turboing out a lot of artifacts, so I'll wait to just get rid of all of them. I'm considering it already. Is that a bribery? Search target opponent's library for a creature card and put that into play under your control. Bribery. The deck is probably full of big game-ending Eldrazi. I can just steal the best one out of her deck for 5 mana and get more than like 5 mana's worth, I'm pretty sure. Planeswalkers. Enchantments. There's this. I'm not playing too many, like, super expensive spells as it is anyways. I'm not trying to play too many spells that are just too hard to cast from the hand to begin with. I maybe only need, like, a few, like, extra turn spells and then I'm good to go. Alright, another way to give Narset indestructible mid-combat. Now I gotta just start making cuts from the deck. I don't know if I have like just 2 mana to spare exactly to just use to screw around with Strionic Resonator. I don't know if I got that. think I have enough ways to give Narset haste, and if we already have Narset out, we don't really need this. Exactly. I think the Spell Queller's gonna go at this point. I'm seeing a lot of spells that cost like more than 4 mana, so Spell Queller probably starts to really fall off here. Yeah, I'm thinking that just really falls off here. Whatever. I'm not gonna need this at all for the matchup we're doing right now. I made a few adjustments to the deck, but I still... Yeah, a lot of this is still honestly out of my control. Emrakul just gets like a really fast start, and then if I don't have an answer to it, then we're just done for regardless if she gets a super fast start. Emrakul could just have like upwards of 12 mana turn 1 again, and then there's just nothing I can really do in that case. It's entirely possible, yeah, she gets the 12 mana on the first turn. I've already seen it happen. Oh, but I get to go first, which is pretty big. That's huge, I get to go first. And there's a Jeweled Lotus. 4 lands, a Jeweled Lotus. But sadly, I have nothing to do turns 1 and 2. Colorless creatures you control get +2/+2. Oh, she's tapped out. Oh, but this can't attack immediately. Narset doesn't come in with haste by herself. Pass. I have to give Emrakul another turn. Now we get Ulamog the Defiler. An 18/18. That is huge. Top card of my deck is a Blasphemous Act that will not help. In this board state, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to work at all in this board state. So I got 4 mana. Top card is now an Arid Mesa. What am I gonna do? Put Force of Will into my hand? And Crashing Drawbridge? What am I gonna do here? That's literally all I got. I just hopefully I exiled 4 cards that I can just then play for free, and one of them just removes this. Or she gets indestructible. That actually works too. Give her indestructible also works. That's also good. And I can still play, yeah, bribery. I can put any of these creatures onto the battlefield for free. Which one is going to be the best one, though? Anything that can just remove... I don't know if there's anything that can just immediately remove that Ulamog the Defiler that's staring me down. Yeah, because we're stuck looking at that. That's all I can do. I have to sacrifice 9 permanents, don't I? Defending player. I had to try. We had to try. Yeah, that single-handedly just completely took me out of the game. That by itself literally just took me out of the game entirely. Okay, I got a Swiftfoot Boost and a Force Field. I'm just gonna die to this next turn anyway, so it doesn't matter. Even if I don't, the other 2 creatures, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna die to another Annihilator 9. I mean, had it not been for that... Had it not been for sacrificing 9 permanents... Probably could have done something still. But no, sacrificing pretty much my whole board, yeah, that just killed me. So... We'll try this. Do a Ponder. Set it up like this. Alright, Jeweled Lotus. Blacker Lotus is the top card of my deck. Plateau. Do I just want to, like, get Narset into play? I can do it right now. Let's see what I draw and discard off of Malcolm here. Now this is also stuck in my hand. We'll play the Mox Diamond. Actually, if I can just do 1, 2... Tear Blocker Lotus into pieces. To play Narset. I'm guessing the card is just gone permanently, right? Yeah, there's no trace that there was ever a Blacker Lotus in my deck. There is no trace that that card was ever in my deck. Okay, it flies. I'm gonna remand the crawl space. But we got Narset. We have... okay, Mystical Tutor. Do I still have anything really good to go cheat out? Temporal Mastery gives me an extra turn. So this much I'm guaranteed. Guarantees an extra turn there at least. Let's take it. Cyclonic Rift. If I had like one more mana, then I could overload this. Jeweled Lotus. I already have my commander out, so we'll pass on that. Fierce Guardianship. Looks like I'm out of luck. I gotta just get another turn. Crawl space. Yeah, this is looking good. Crawl space. I only need to attack with 2 creatures right now anyways. This doesn't fly, this doesn't fly. Malcolm is going to connect for sure, and now it's going to get its 4th chorus counter, so... I can now cast the Time Stretch for free with Malcolm. And then from here... Mox Pearl. Can I overload this now? Alright, Cyclonic Rift overload. And now my first extra turn from the Time Stretch. Yes, play the Oculus for free. And play a land. Anything good in here I can cast for free? Doesn't seem to look like it. Attack like this now. Free Talisman. Stock up. We'll do that. Brazen Borrower, and I guess a random land to our hand. Inspired Ultimatum. Anything good in here to play right now? Can give Narset Indestructible. Can do Frantic Search. I believe I have to pass it back to Emrakul here. But anyways, yeah, look at my hand. And look at my board. Also, yeah, not to mention that every single thing that Emrakul had on the field. I just... Okay. Yeah, her entire board, I just put it back into her hand, so that slows her down a lot. Meanwhile, I'm still, like, perfectly set up here to keep attacking. Just play Skyclave and get rid of this. Anything in here? Can brainstorm for free. Alright, just lightning bolt to the face, I guess. Yeah, anyways, it's looking like I'm definitely gonna win this game. Hit that Herald to the end. And a Mind Stone. Oh, bribery. What's the best creature in your deck? I don't get to take her next turn for her, though, unfortunately. Alright, opponent can't cast spells with even converted mana costs. I guess if that were to have even mattered. Okay, next game. And I already don't know about this hand. We can try it, but... yeah, can't make any promises, but we can try this hand. I think I probably want to draw the gamble for next turn, so I don't think I want to fetch now. Having the ability to search for any card for 1 mana, I definitely want to have that. Mox Ruby. And now let's fetch. Mox Pearl. So how much mana are we looking at here total? If I play Shadowstorm, I lose my artifacts as well, that's the thing. Then I'm losing my artifacts too. Let's just see what my next card... oh, Lightning Greaves. See what my next card is gonna be. If I need to just throw a counterspell at something, I'll do that. Oh, never mind. In that case, we'll just do Brazen Borrower instead. Since I... countered it. Okay, I got countered, apparently. 1, 2, 3. How much are we looking at here? That's 1. No, that's 2 if we play Eldrazi. 3, 4, 6 mana total. So far, that's 6 mana. Oh, yeah, I already did play my land this turn. True. I'm just gonna steal the Sol Ring for myself. I'm gonna give myself a Sol Ring and get rid of hers. If she's just trying to save up for a really big spell, I want to just slow that down as much as I can. If Emrakul's just sitting on a bunch of really big game-ending Eldrazi that need a lot of mana to play, then I can put a stop to that. Okay, I still got the attack trigger. Armageddon. But what about just getting rid of the creatures on the board? Guess first I'll do careful study and see if I can come up with anything here. Promise gift, gift something. A random fish. I'm thinking I'm still gonna just drop an Armageddon here. Because then that should just more or less guarantee that Emrakul won't be casting our big game-ending Eldrazi if I do this. Pretty much guaranteeing she's never gonna get to Emrakul this game. Skyclave, get rid of Swiftfoot Boots. I guess just because we can. Let's see what we hit off the top of our deck now. Okay, Ancestral Recall, I'll just draw 3 cards. We'll just play this Mystical Tutor next turn. At least I'm not expecting Emrakul to play a single card, because she has pretty much no mana to do that with. Oh, I have Blacker Lotus still in my deck. I thought I destroyed it in, like, I thought I destroyed this in game 2. I thought we destroyed it in game 2 already. Apparently not. Time stretch. Is now in the top, on the top card of my deck. So I'm playing that for free, and I'm even playing Expropriate. This just gets better and better. And then time stretch, give myself 2 more turns. How many lands here do I have that can make blue? Just the one. I guess we can just do Bribery, like, another turn. Anything in here I can play now? No, not really. Okay, just to go get me that island. Bribery. I'm gonna steal Kozilek, Butcher of Truth for myself. Let's see what I just exiled now. Right at the Dragon Collar. And then Brainstorm. And with this, now I'm just gonna get a free dragon. I'll just put these back in the deck. Alright, so yeah, now it's Emrakul's... Oh, wait, never mind. Oh, it's actually still my turn. I forgot I resolved both a time stretch and an expropriate, so I got 3 extra turns. I forgot I actually had 3 turns. Annihilator 4. That's gonna be every single permanent she has, just gone. Yeah, now I'm quite literally just attacking into a completely empty board here. I'll make another dragon. I'll make another dragon and just grab I don't think I can cast that, but it strikes me as funny as if it will strike me as really funny if I could. I didn't think so. Can't have everything. We can only have 12/12 Annihilator 4, 5 Dragons, Narset, and then a Boron Oculus. And an opponent with literally a completely empty board. Yeah, and then, yeah, not to mention our board is like entirely empty. Ancient Tomb. Pass. I guess if I need another turn to wrap this up. Yeah, we have Annihilator, 4, Kozilek, and 5 Dragons coming her way. Card lost. Blacker Lotus. Okay. Remaining 1. So, yeah. I'm guessing you just missed it. That was the final boss. Buzzy wants that. Yeah, I know he wants that pressure. He told me like 2 hours ago. Yeah, that was the final boss of Realm of Legends that we just did. Now I can finally get this into my collection too if I want to play it, ever. If it's not gonna end, well, not necessarily, but I might at least like start slowing down this series. Yeah, it might just slow down, at the very least. I do want to try out a few more decks, but I definitely see this series maybe just slowing down a bit. Pressure on an old Windows 2000 PC. I don't even know if you can play Roblox on Windows 7, let alone Windows 2000. I think we can forget about Windows 2000. I had my old computer telling me you're gonna need to upgrade to Windows 10 to keep playing Roblox in January of... I think it was like last year even. Yeah, why Windows 2000? I don't know, people kind of just, like, forget that because, I don't know. I think was Windows 98 better? I know XP was, like, yeah, I know XP was, like, really popular, really well-loved. Yeah, I mean, I know XP stole a lot more of the spotlight. I mean, for its time anyways, it was a good operating system. Unlock the gate to the portal. So what happens if I go in the portal now? I would not have even bothered trying. The mysterious mage who you've seen many times stands before you. This hall is what I modeled the library where you arrived after. It felt fitting to have new entrance to this world begin somewhere that was so similar to its exit. I imagine you have a lot of questions like why I was helping you and what I'm doing here, so care to explain? I am Joda the Unifier, the accidental architect of the Realm of Legends. It was a foolish idea, in truth, to weave a spell to bring about multiversal peace using the mana of an entire plane to fuel it. Never been able to shake my hubris after all this millennia. The spell essentially had the opposite of its intended effect, driving all the time and space's most powerful figures into violent madness. That's why everyone was just willing to fight to the death. I managed to trap all the affected legends here, so the consequences of my mistake would be confined to a single plane that at least worked well. I couldn't contain the greatest of the legends I trap here forever, so that's why I asked you to do it. Hence why I hid the keys to this exit behind the task of slaying the most powerful legends. The problem was none were up to the task. Until you. I decided to take a heavier hand with you, giving you both power and guidance. Chiefly your ability to respawn after death, but also the various gifts I hid about the world for you to find. There are a few final gifts here. A small token of my appreciation. You deserve 4 or more, certainly, but that's all I have left to give. So only one last task remains before you can leave this accursed plane behind, killing me. You see, I too am affected by the curse of violence I wrought. Being its architect, I'm able to resist it more than most, but still it eats away at me. In any case, I deserve death for the pain and destruction I have wrought. Chandelars and ruins because of me, and who knows what chaos I've caused. I'm confident you'll be able to defeat me once and for all. Good luck, I'm rooting for you. May not seem like it after all you've been through. You deserve to go home, and I certainly deserve the death you shall give to me. Do I get to pick up the treasure first before we leave? Assuming there's anything good in here. But no, we got like a story dump. Assuming there's anything good in here. We just got like a bunch of story. I guess we'll have one more guy we're gonna try and beat tonight. I really just thought Emrakul was gonna be it, but no. Turns out there was somebody else behind that. Why would I want to give all my stuff -0, -2? Alright, so how hard is this gonna be? Joda. 100 life. Starts with a Platinum Angel. So, unless I get rid of this, then I can't win the game. I have plenty of ways to get rid of it, though. Command Tower and Plaza of Heroes and Joda's Codex. Starts with 100 life. But if I just start taking, like, multiple turns in a row, that's not really gonna matter now, is it? I don't want to keep a one-land hand, no thank you. Oh, Jeweled Lotus, wow. Something's gotta go on the bottom of the deck, though. Keep. Draws a card. Alright. Teferi's Protection, Reflecting Pool, Garth One Eye, Bloom Tender, Urabras Beheadden. Yeah, anyways, we get to see a bit of what's in his hand. So this is my first turn. Mox Ruby. Second turn. Turn 2. Jeweled Lotus. Turn 2 Narset. We're already off. We're already on the right track here. Especially if he's not even trying to block this. We're clearly on the right track. Yeah, I think we're gonna make short work of this guy if I keep drawing hands like this. Draw 3. Put this and this back on top. Because I'll just attack. Exile those cards when she attacks, and then I can play them for free. Oh, that's it? Just drawing another card. Inspired Ultimatum. Speaking of Windows 2000, what about it? Let's discard 4 cards. Windows 2000, what about it? You got like 4 lands and you can't do anything, really? He's got 4 lands and he's playing nothing? I thought I was like behind the times because I had a Windows 7 computer still. And I believe it's still in our house. I'm not gonna throw away a perfectly good computer. Well, maybe except for the fact that the operating system's too old. Yeah, we're not throwing away a perfectly good computer. Well, I wouldn't say perfectly good anymore, but you get the idea. Yeah, I'm giving Narset indestructible. Ooh, fractured identity. I'm just gonna take the Joda's Codex for myself. If I even need to use it. Also, a free stock up. And then time stretch. I get to take 2 more turns in a row now. Make another dragon. I'll discard this and I'll discard this. Now I'm thinking maybe that's why people were like so fond of it. Attack with everything. Well, maybe not this. 30 damage there. I still have another turn coming. Still have another turn to go play. I'll get Platinum Angel off the field. Attack with everything. I'll need like 1 more turn. Oh, Armageddon. Beautiful. Mox Sapphire. Armageddon, destroy all lands. Alright, now we pretty much won't be able to play anything. Unless it costs like 2 colorless mana or something. Yeah, obviously we don't need the lands anymore. This is what our board looks like. Alright, now we gotta just kill him 1 more time. So what if he has 100 life? If we're just shitting out like 10 dragons and then attacking with them turn after turn, so what if he's got 100 life? We'll try this hand. If equipped creature is legendary, it has hexproof, and it gets +2/+2 no matter what. Alright, pass. 6/6, flying, and then... yeah. He can't lose the game right now, and I can't win the game. Play an Arcane Signet. I mean, first things first, I just want to, I don't know, go and draw my next card immediately. See what it might be. Alright, tapping out, spending 4 mana to get rid of this. Understood. I'll turn that into a frog lizard and... Alright, now it's back to me. Let's just draw 3 more cards. Oh, Jeweled Lotus. Wow. That's good. I'm gonna play Narset with that, and hopefully she doesn't go anywhere. I mean, she has Hexproof. I don't think she's going anywhere. She's got Hexproof. She can't be targeted by anything, even. Now we need to just start attacking with Narset here. And hopefully whatever I exiled is 3 lands and a counterspell, so nothing I can do with that, unfortunately. Don't really think we need Shatterstorm at this rate. I don't personally see us needing that. Alright, I'll just play the giant flying eyeball. Okay. Attracts a Praetor's Voice. That's it. I'll just turn this into a fish. I could just blow up all the lands again. Sure. Just slap this helmet onto a fish and then just gonna, like, charge at me. Sure. We'll just let that run into me. Now, why did I not think to play Armageddon sooner? Just seeing what this can really do. Yeah, once I have Narset and maybe, like, another good creature or two... Once I'm just playing shit for free, we don't need lands anymore. Yeah, once I can play stuff for free turn after turn. I mean, especially if the opponent doesn't even have any creatures either, especially if they have absolutely nothing. We simply don't need lands. I can go play stuff for free. Shuffle the deck. Play a Mox Ruby. Phantasmal Image will copy the Oculus. And yeah, Joda's forced to just pass on nothing. Oh. I just played an Armageddon, of course I'm not gonna have 5 mana. Of course we're not gonna have 5 mana just yet. What's going on in here? Oh, wow. X return from Temporal Mastery, Mystical Tutor, get literally whatever the hell I want here at this point. Take a Treasure Cruise. I'll take my next turn. I'll just draw 3 more cards. Mox Sapphire. Fetch land. So yeah, it's Joda's turn if he can even do anything. I guess play 1 more land. Meanwhile, I got all this going on. Bribery. Search target opponent's library for a creature card and put it onto the battlefield. How expect to cast all this stuff? Every printing of Emrakul, like, that's every Emrakul, I believe, that was ever printed. That's all 3 Emrakuls, I believe, that were ever printed. All the Kozileks. The 2 gay lovers. Progenitus. I can just put anything from here directly onto the battlefield. We gotta go with the 15-15 Annihilator 6. See, I knew I'd get, like... we don't even need... we're not even gonna get to even use Emrakul. See, I knew I would get, like, more than 5 mana's worth from that bribery. Mana Crypt. That's a nice-looking Toxic Deluge. Wow, Mana Crypt. Phyrexian Tower. Triome. Yeah, let's just look at all of this stuff here that we just got. Black Lotus to go with our Mana Crypt. Oh, hey, Verdant Catacombs. Imperial Recruiter. Ocelot Pride. I think I already have this. I think. Birthing Ritual. Bitter Blossom. Oh, this is a really nice looking Bitter Blossom. Commander's Robes. Taps for any color of your commander, no penalties. 237 shards, 45,000 gold. I'm just looking at all of this stuff one last time. Yeah, all this stuff is mine now, or at least whatever I want to keep. After a battle of unrivaled intensity, Jonah finally falls. Smile crosses his face as blood pools on the ground. Sorry for all the trouble. With that, he collapses, dead despite his immortality. Congratulations on completing the Realm of Legends. You can now continue exploring this world if you wish. The Mirror Gallery you can now access contains difficult post-game challenges. You can also use New Game Plus to experience the adventure again. You can also choose a new difficulty. More content will be added in the future, but just dungeons here and there. This is the only planned main story. So the Mirror Gallery's in here? So if I step inside, it's... what do we have going on here? It's pretty much... is this like gonna be like every like major end boss I can just refight again? Is this pretty much all the major end bosses again? Alright, so let's leave the Eldrazi prison. Yeah, let's also sell some more of our loot, so... now I have Black Lotus and Mana Crypt. I guess if my deck was not already powerful enough, now we can just add another piece of the Power 9 to it. And a Mana Crypt. I guess our deck is already, like, not, like, overpowered enough. Wow, okay. the hell? I thought this was gone. I thought we lost Blacker Lotus. Okay, if I go into my inventory, there's like one less copy. So if I remove this from the deck... Yeah. I had 2 copies of this at the beginning of the stream. Now, yeah, because I activated one. Yeah, one of them got permanently deleted from the inventory. So yeah, basically that means I have 1 left. Let's put that in too. Mana Crypt, let's throw that in. That's also going in. This is probably the last thing I was expecting to just be, like, good enough to literally just do the final dungeon. Yeah, I literally had Narset just clear out the final dungeon almost single-handedly by herself. Also, I cannot believe I didn't just throw this in the deck sooner. Armageddon. Yeah, once I have, like, Narset and maybe, like, 1 or 2 other good creatures, and especially if the opponent doesn't have, like, any creatures anymore, we just cast this, especially if we can do it for free. And then the opponent is just pretty much stuck not casting anything anymore. Because, I mean, especially if they're playing a lot of expensive creatures, especially if they play a lot of stuff that costs a lot of mana, then their deck can't even function anymore. Because they simply just don't have mana to play spells anymore. Meanwhile, I'm just free to attack with my commander over and over and play random non-creature spells for free without needing the lands anymore. So yeah, it's very easy to just set up a win condition with Narset and then cast Armageddon and have my win condition already laid out. Pretty much lock the board with my win condition of Narset, and if we get this into the mix, then it just gets even crazier. I'm just making like a couple dragons every single turn while the opponent can't even play anything. So yeah, that mirror gallery. I guess when I find the time to do that, I'll do the mirror gallery.